Okay, today we're going to talk about something that could genuinely help you save a life. Seriously, maybe even someone you love. We're talking about strokes, and understanding them, well, it's absolutely crucial. Let's dive in.
So let me start with a question for you. What is the one part of your body that's powerful enough to dream up entire worlds, but at the same time is so fragile that just a tiny interruption can bring everything crashing down?
You guessed it, it's the brain. And the best way to think about it is as your body's ultimate command center, the master control for everything you do.
I mean, think about it. Your brain is this incredible central computer. It is literally managing every single thing, every wild thought, every precious memory, and yeah, even the simple act of breathing that you're doing right now. It's running the whole show.
But here's the catch. For all its amazing power, this command center has one massive vulnerability. It relies on one single, absolutely essential thing to keep the lights on. And that one thing is a constant, non-stop supply of oxygen-rich blood. See, unlike your muscles, the brain can't store oxygen. It needs a fresh delivery every single second of every single day. No breaks, no exceptions. So, what happens when that vital supply line gets cut? Well, you can imagine it like a sudden, total power outage hitting the main command center.
And that, right there, is exactly what a stroke is. It's a sudden, severe interruption of blood flow to the brain. It's basically the biological equivalent of someone ripping the power cord for that central computer right out of the wall.
Now here's the really critical part. Brain cells are incredibly sensitive. When you cut off their oxygen, they don't just get tired, they can start to get damaged or even die within just a few minutes. This isn't a slow-motion problem. It's an immediate crisis unfolding inside the skull.
So if the power goes out in the brain, how do we on the outside even know it's happening? Well, the damage it causes isn't quiet. It sends out very specific warning signs, and our job is to learn how to read them.
And this is why stroke symptoms can look so different from person to person. It all comes down to which part of the command center lost power. The symptoms you see on the outside are a direct map to the area of the brain that's in trouble. And lucky for us, there's a simple way to remember the big ones, using the acronym FAST.
Okay, so the F in FAST stands for face. One of the most common signs you'll see is one side of the face starting to droop or go numb. This is a dead giveaway that the stroke is hitting the part of the brain that controls those facial muscles. You might notice their smile looks uneven or lopsided.
The A is for arms. Another classic sign is a sudden weakness in an arm or a leg, usually on one side of the body. This happens when the stroke misses with the motor control areas of the brain. The person might find they can't raise one arm as high as the other, or it might just feel heavy and numb.
S is for speech. If the power goes out in the brain's language centers, you'll see it in their speech. Their words might come out slurred or jumbled. They might struggle to find the right words, or they might not be able to understand what you're saying at all. It's like the entire communications department in the command center just went offline. But F, A, and S aren't the only signs. You also need to be on the lookout for other sudden, serious red flags. Things like sudden vision changes, maybe blurry or double vision, a sudden loss of balance, like they can't walk straight, or just intense dizziness or abrupt confusion. Any of these could be it.
And all of this leads us to the most important letter in FAST, T, which stands for time. Because the second you see any of these signs, you are officially in a race against time, and I mean it when I say every single second counts.
And look, the stakes could not be higher. A mild stroke, if caught early, might have symptoms that are barely noticeable, and the person can recover with very little long-term damage. But a severe stroke, well, that can be devastating. It can lead to permanent disabilities that completely change someone's life and independence. And the difference between those two outcomes, it often comes down to how fast they get help.
So here it is, the single most important thing to take away from all of this. Immediate medical attention is the key. It is the only thing that can reduce the amount of brain damage and give someone the best possible shot at a good recovery.
And that leaves us with one final thought. Recognizing a stroke isn't just about knowing some interesting medical facts. It's about having the power to act. It's a chance to save a brain, to save a life. So the real question is, if you see it happen, are you prepared to take that chance?